Hello again. Last time we looked at the grammar word subject, and today we're going to look at the grammar word the verb. Now the verb gets complicated. You have to know if it's a state or an action verb, whether it's an auxiliary, whether it's a modal verb. So I'll explain all these things quickly in this video. You can watch other videos to find out more. Okay, the action is contained in the verb. So here we have the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog, and the red word is the action word, the verb. Next one. Lucy and Chester live together. I got married in 1991. Our teacher is Australian. I'll be back. Someone is knocking, someone's knocking at the door. So all of those words in red are the verbs. But verbs are complicated, as I said at the beginning. You have to know where they go in the sentence, if they're state or action verbs. Is it the auxiliary or the main verb? And you also have to learn modal verbs. Oh my goodness. Let's start with where do you put the verb in the sentence? In the first sentence here, the verb hurts comes after the subject, her hip. In the second sentence here, the verb is next to the adverb. And adverbs are usually easy to recognize by ly. So adverb, verb. In the third sentence, you can see the verb limping or has been limping comes before the complement. The rest of the sentence has been limping for a week. And in the last sentence, you can see this is extremely common. The verb tell comes before the direct object, her. Now let's consider the difference between a state verb and an action verb. This guy looks pretty cool. He owns his cool car, but this guy is in the middle of an action. He is driving his cool car. So the verb on the left, own, is a state verb. It's usually permanent. It's very unlikely to change. It's rarely in the ing form. And it's the state of being, not changing. But I am driving, I am teaching, you are learning, the rain is falling. These are temporary, shorter actions. They can change, they can be in ing, and they usually suggest physical movement. Not all the time, but usually. That's the difference between the state verb and the action verb. So in this sentence, jump is an action verb. Drive or drove in the past, action. Listen, explain. This is temporary. It's happening now. Action verbs. This one, adore, love, respect. These ones are state verbs. They're usually permanent. They don't change. Like is another example of a state verb. Gemma likes her grandma. Know is a state verb. Be is usually a state verb. It's permanent, unlikely to change, and not in ing form. So we've looked at where in the sentence. We've looked at state and action verbs. Now let's quickly go through what the auxiliary verb is and the main verb and the modal. But as I said, I will do more videos for these grammar words. So this will be fast. The auxiliary verb is the helping verb. It can be do, be, or have, or a modal verb. But the meaning of the sentence, the meaning of the action is contained in the main verb. So here are some examples. The green words might, am, have, didn't, will are auxiliary, helping verbs. And the green ones here, come, helping, been, eat, and be, is the meaning of the sentence. That's the main verb. So in English, you are always combining a helping verb and a main verb. And in the boring grammar books, the helping verb is called auxiliary. Now, I can't look at verbs. I cannot teach verbs without reminding you in English, you're always changing the verb form to match the tense. But that will be in another video. So you can pause this one now if you want to see some of the differences in the verb tense. Now, I don't know you, maybe you don't know me, so let's check your understanding. If it's a fact, use present simple. If it's happening right now, use present continuous. The bird is eating. If it's finished in the past, use past simple. If it's past and happening at the same time, did you hear? And is happening at the same time as another action, you might need past continuous. If it's maybe finished, but still affecting now, still related to now, we use present perfect. I have eaten. He has eaten. If it's related to now and still ongoing, so not finished, it's likely you need present perfect continuous. I have been dancing. And lastly, if it's past and finished, but before another action in the past, you might need past perfect. Had, had. Now, again, this is not the video to learn all the different tenses. This is an overview of the grammar of the verb. So we keep going. The last thing I wanted to help you understand today is the modal verb. Modal verbs, remember, are helping verbs. They can be can, could, would, may, might, will, should, and also you need to learn modal expressions like need to, have to. So just remember in this simple video lesson, the modal verb always must join the base verb. Can come, couldn't come, might come, needs to come, always the base verb. Let's put them all together. Please read with me. Now that you have watched a basic explanation of English verbs, you should think more about how to use them. For example, when you close this video, you can say, "Great, I finished a little lesson on verbs and now I understand English verbs better." Practicing and listening to English speakers every day can help you improve your English more quickly. Hopefully, you can also say, "Half an hour ago, I didn't understand English verbs, but now I'm getting better." I hope that tomorrow, after another lesson, I will speak and write English with more confidence. Please don't wait. If you're having a problem, ask for help. I am available. Here is my email address. You can find me on WeChat, Facebook, and on YouTube. Good luck with your English and make sure you subscribe and go to the next grammar word lesson.